Alright guys, here's a little how-to on how to take this tail fan off. So you're going to come in here, you want to leave tail feathers, these, and you're going to come back about into here, leave some of these. You're going to pull all the way down, separate like Andrew just did, and if you feel right down in here, you can feel that bone where that tail and everything comes together.
It's about 2.5 inches here, and then it shrinks right down to about an inch.
Yeah, you feel it shrink down, and then you're just going to slice straight down and take that off. Here, I'll hold these out your way.
Switch hands.
There you go.
There we go.
There she goes. And that's what it's going to look like on the bottom. Just like that. And then on the back side here, on the bottom, you want to make sure you clean all this meat off really well. Get all the meat off, get it cleaned up real well, and cover it with borax and get it pinned to dry, and you'll have your tail fan.
There you go.
Sweet. Alright guys, time for the beard. Andrew's going to show you this.
Alright, it's the same thing. We're going to part these feathers just to get in there and grab a hold of the base. See that? So that's all skin. Now if you feel right here, you can kind of feel the end of that beard. So what we're going to do is we're going to get these out of the way so you can see a little better.
There we go.
So if you just pull on it, this skin comes up and you can feel the end of this beard. So I'm going to cut well below it to keep it all intact, and then once that dries, come back in and trim that skin off. So then that's what you're left with. There's his beard.
Pretty nice beard.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
That's really cool.
And then we'll see how you did that cut over here. So like you said, you can feel the end of my fingernails, the end of that beard, and then this is just some loose skin meat. We can trim that off later once we get it cleaned up. It's awesome.
That's cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, man.
Let's see, that knife's what, 9 inches?
Probably
8 inch.
Yeah, 8 or 9 inches.
I'd love to put a tape on him. I bet he's 9.5. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Beard. That's a pretty good beard right there, brother.
Yes, sir, man. First turkey.
Heck yeah. Look at that. So he pulled the wings off, the beard, the tail feather, the legs. He's going to do some stuff with that. Also use some feathers for tying flies.
Heck yeah.
But he's going to show you how to breast one out if you don't know.
Alright, so this goes for any game bird. Just going to lay them on their back. And I like to pull a few feathers off, especially for the sake of this video.
Let's see what you're doing.
Yeah. Just grab those feathers and rip up. Now because wild turkeys are so lean, I'm not too concerned about keeping the skin on or the fat. I'm just going to cook this meat as any other white meat. So here's the breastbone. And on these turkeys, it's really pronounced. It's almost like a bulb there, and then you can feel the breastbone running up and down. I'm going to run my knife just down this skin. Just kind of separating it there. It's going to be a little purchase. I'm just going to start peeling this skin back, and that's going to expose the breast meat. Oh man, that shot went everywhere.
Yeah, it did.
So I like to pull this way back. We lost some of it when we took the wing off. So now I'm going to run my knife down the inside of this breastbone and try to stay as close to it as you can. There's two different chunks of meat here. You got your breast, and then right on here, that's your tender. So I'm going to run up. I'm going to follow that bone kind of disappears here. And it goes, that breast meat kind of makes a Y. So I'm just running that bone right up until where it makes the Y. There's a little bit of shot. And then from here, the breastbone goes down. So I'm gonna kind of fillet this meat away from the bone. This is gonna keep me from getting into the innards and stuff too. I'm just gonna fillet that back. Oh dude, this meat looks amazing.
Yeah, it does.
I'm trying to get as much of that as I can. And once you get to the bottom, that's just skin holding it on there. So I'm just gonna cut that free. And there I've got a nice turkey breast. Got your turkey tenderloin back there. It'll be really good in the fryer. A little bit of something nasty in there. I'm just gonna cut that out before I put it in the bag. And then that's how you breast a turkey.
Perfect.
Set this down and get the legs out.
Get the main breast off, and we'll come back and get any other little pieces of meat that we can cut off, and we're going to cut some of that little bit of meat on the wings and the legs, and that's pretty much just a real quick how to knock it out real quick if you're not wanting to deal with plucking and gutting and doing all that.
Alright, so we already took one breast off, and then before we got the camera going, we took the wings off. I'm going to do a wing and tail fan mount. As I skin those wings out, once I get back home and stuff, I can fillet that meat off the wing bone as well. And then just throw that in the stew pile or maybe the fryer. So for these legs, I've already took the chunk of breast meat out. I'm just going to skin down this leg. And when you take that breast meat out, it kind of exposes everything already. Just gonna skin down. Keep all this stuff out of the way here. Just right along the outside of this leg. And this is similar to a big game like mammal, if you're familiar with that in a way. Still just a hip bone. Okay, on this side I can just pull this. Man, that shot wrapped him up.
Yeah, that 3.5 mag does feel a little bit damaged, man.
But you know what? You know why I shoot a 3.5? Because they don't make a 4.
That's right.
It's probably not the safest cutting technique there. All right, now, so the breast meat was here. That breastbone rolled over. I'm going to follow the curvature of his body, and I'm going to start cutting away. And this is very similar to carving your Thanksgiving turkey. Just got feathers and stuff in the way here. So I popped that hip bone in there. It's a ball and socket joint. And then you're just going to cut everything that appears to be tense. There's my joint right there. And then again, fillet that off the pelvic bone. I'm going to come in from this other side, get as high as I can to get as much meat as I can onto this one piece. Cut it free. Trim this off. There's your hind quarter and drumstick. We'll get this on ice, get it home and rinsed off real good, and probably put it into stew meat, braise it or something like that. So
beautiful. And repeat steps 1 and 2 for the other side.
Yep.
The other breast. The other leg off.
Get this off before I put it in the bag with my other meat.
Right.
And really, by doing this, especially on a game bird like this that's so lean, you're not leaving anything that you'd be able to eat anyways. So
that's right. That's good meat in the stew. We pull as much of that off as we can.
Oh yeah. We worked hard for this bird, man. We're not leaving this meat.
You're not kidding, man.
Alright. Those feathers off. and in the meat bag it goes. All right guys, so that wraps up how to process a turkey. Hope you enjoyed that. This is just one of many ways to process and then prepare your turkey. But we've taken all of the breast meat, we've taken the wings and the thighs. There's nothing else left here but just guts and skin. We're gonna leave this now and let nature take its course. They're gonna take the rest. With that said, there's a lot of roads around here. We're gonna be cognizant to get this off the road. Because just because we did our due diligence to get this, because that's what we as hunters do, we wanna respect the animal. We put a lot of time and money into coming out here, a lot of effort, and this is part of it. We're about to reap the rewards. I've got a Yeti cooler full of meat. But this is the byproduct of that, and not all people understand that. And so to represent this sport well and to be good stewards of the land, don't leave this next to a road. We're gonna take it way off where the coyotes and the bears can get to it, unbothered by people, and we're gonna keep our roadways looking nice for people that don't understand this way of life, and just out of respect for those people coming out here to enjoy this public land for a variety of reasons. So hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe and follow HunterFuel.